Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile consumare alcolici solo nelle apposite aree. Grazie.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. We survey Milan's famous Curva Sud, one of the truly great shrines of the beautiful game. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
Underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And out to safety. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's left his man, up to meet it, and he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Milan trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Kyle Walker. That's Gundogan. And it's Cancelo. He is through here. Could go all the way here. Oh, that is a nice touch. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he skips past his man. Rafael Leao. Header! Harmlessly behind. Gets his pass away. So what can they make of this? Walker with a fine tackle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Foden. De Bruyne.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Giroud, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Hernandez gets into some space. He'll try to keep this alive. De Bruyne, and the counter is on. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Rafael Leao, drilled in low. And out it comes again. Rodri is fouled.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies... Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rafael Leao. He's a sharp little ball here. There's no flag. Plays it, and the shot! Oh, it's gone in! AC Milan are all square.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
João Cancelo. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo in acres of space out wide. Great hit! They've done it! And they're back in front! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
It's a really, really good goal, and not just the way he finished it. He had to read the whole situation as it developed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ederson gets it away. Giroud. That is a great... Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Giroud demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just cleared enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rodri. And it's Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Brahim Diaz.
2 minuti di recupero.
Stones. Out to the right. Oh, it's Gundogan. Oh, that looks a good ball through. It's a great ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Milan playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So once again, we're underway. And that's been intercepted. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Tonali. Hernandez. And the ball's come loose here. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Played back in. And that interception was most necessary. Spread out to the left, looking to break out here, gets away from his opponents. Great, oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position. They had it where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position and they didn't see him on. It's really crafty business there.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Rafael Leao. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Great chance. Siro! That was travelling. De Bruyne. Benacer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Haaland. He's got away. No, he's taken off it. That's really well played. Whistle's gone. That's a foul. Haaland. Oh, it's Gundogan. Cross into the box. Brahim Diaz, looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now. Milan making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind.
Gundogan has been caught there. It's a foul. Now De Bruyne. And it's Bernardo Silva. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
De Bruyne!
What a
cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Played out towards the right wing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kalulu. Played out to the left flank. No joy with the long ball that time. Gundogan. Rodri. And it's Cancelo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pressing is high and relentless. Calabria. It's gone out for a throw-in. Milan finding their passes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Fiddles it through. Oh, well played, well played.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence.
Got a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Gundogan. And he's found a way past. Oh, important interception.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Hernandez. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that's been won straight back. Kyle Walker. He's found a way through. Can he put it away? Oh, that was brilliantly defended.
Cambio di giocatori.
Have their second corner now. Walker is there and he can get that clear. Brahim Diaz.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Benacer. Oh, good read.
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
It's been intercepted and that
Ci
will come to
saranno 3
nothing.
minuti di recupero.
We are into overtime. Calabria. And Benacer. Calabria carries the ball down the right. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Well, that is one way to stop him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high